I will.
Let us know what your highest life total is at the end of the night before you go. Thank you. So coming up here for round 2, we have Quinn on KCI and Mitch Lody on Jund. As far as I'm concerned, this matchup, depending on how much Mitch interacts with Quinn's hand, it'll put the clock on him. But otherwise, I definitely don't think this is a great matchup for Jund, just because of the texture of like what KCI does.
Hang on. Jund, of all of the mid-range matchups in the format, Jund is the one that is set up the best to deal with KCI. Between Kolaghan's Command, Abrupt Decays, Assassin's Trophy, stuff like that, it is definitely have a lot of tools that it can use. If it has like a turn 2 Tarmogoyf and then just interaction from there, it does have a definite possibility of winning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So if Mitch is going to win, I want to see him do that. His opening hand does not look that promising, though. As far as I can see, there's a lot of lands. There's a Bob, a Goyf, so he does have a clock here. I want to see some interaction, though. If he doesn't have, like, a Kolaghan's Command or what's another one of those cards? Ancient Grudge out of their board is very good.
Well, I mean, even main deck, they have Abrupt Decay or Assassin's Trophy, you know, depending on what interaction they have there. But like I said, they are pretty well set up. But, I mean, again, depending on the texture of Mitch's hand, it's really more dependent on him to kind of reach out and start, you know, discarding some of his cards or blowing at some of his key artifacts. I mean, even attacking his mana base if possible, to be honest with you.
That's what I'm saying. The onus is on Mitch to, like, interact as far as he needs to get rid of the key artifacts. If he doesn't, he's just going to lose.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, like, I still do like all his cards. I mean, his bolts are probably his weakest form of interaction, as they only go after Quinn's life total and not necessarily his permanence. But we'll see the contexture of his deck here. Can't get a good peek, but I would imagine he's maybe on 3 bolts, probably in this format. I don't know if I go the full 4, to be honest with you.
I would guess so. I mean, playing 4 of any removal spell is hard in this format because there's just such a diversity of creatures being played.
And especially with, like, Fatal Push and Assassin's Trophy in this format. I mean,
such a diversity of efficient, powerful removal.
So many ways to get around.
So we're going to see a Mishra's Bubble popped here looking at the top of Mitch's library after the shuffle. He's going to know it's in his hand. There's the Assassin's Trophy we were talking about. So Quinn does know about that, which is pretty big, so he knows when he's going to be able to deploy certain powerful artifacts and when he's not going to be able to.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to see a Bob here. Mitch's deck looks like it's pretty beautiful with all these foils. And
pretty pimped out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's big game.
Ooh, look at that mount he just drew.
Yeah.
The sweet mountain.
It's a foil mount. Oh, he does have the swamp, though, so he was ready for it.
So I think he's, like,
he's doing okay.
Beat this Blood Moon.
Oh, and there's an Inquisition. That's what you were talking about earlier, taking apart his hand. And there's a Karn, an Ensnaring Bridge, a Mirror Retriever, and a Mox Opal in his hand.
Oh, I didn't realize this is game 2. I thought we were...
Yeah, no, we brought them in after game 1.
Okay. They're not paying attention here, but no, I definitely think Mitch has a good chance to get around.
I want to see him take
out of this hand.
God, that's rough because the Mirror Retriever can just get back the.
Well, the Ensnaring Bridge starts locking him out. The Karn starts like overpowering him.
You can't take the Karn.
The Karn's still going to start overpowering him.
He is going to take the Mirror Retriever. Yeah, that's true.
No, but yeah, I think the Mirror Retriever is the best pick here. Mitch is unbeatable. Trust me, I've never beaten him. Well, he lost this game. He lost the first
game 1, yeah. So he does play a turn 2 Tarmogoyf post-combat, pardon me. So we've got creature, artifact, sorcery, and land in the yard right now.
Correct.
So it's a 4-5. I want to get some Tarmo dice out there.
Get that going or have Dan Horgan hold up both his hands under the camera.
So Quinn here under a lot of pressure. He's got a 3-turn clock. And we're going to see him play this Karn out here. Make a construct, which is going to be a 3-3, or a 4-4, actually. He does have a Darksteel Citadel down there. There's our Tarmo paper. Oh, God, how jank. Thanks, guys. Oh, another Assassin's Trophy there for Mitch. So he is really well set up to win this game. He has a lot of interaction. There's an Engineered Explosives off the top, too. You know, he is just firing on all cylinders. He just needs to make land drops. Basic land drops. Well, not even. He can just Assassin's Trophy this Blood Moon if he wants. And then
Does he even really need to worry about the Blood Moon at this point?
I mean, I want to see him unlock all of the cards in his hand.
Yeah, I mean...
They are unlocked, but I want to see him start deploying 2 spells a turn. You know what I mean?
That is true. And then just kind of start getting after it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then, no, it's correct that the Raging Ravine does come in untapped due to the new Blood Moon rules, which are kind of funky. He would have won the game 1 if he had played Arlen Cord.
I mean, I don't believe you.
That card's bad.
Yeah. 6/7 Tarmogoyf. That's a big boy.
Wow.
Yep.
Got it. Yeah, so just counting. Yeah, so like I said,
he didn't really care. He doesn't care about the Blood Moon.
I told you, what does he care about the Blood Moon?
Well, I want because he has another Assassin's Trophy. You can just Assassin's Trophy, the Blood Moon, and then Assassin's Trophy, the Karn.
I would just save the Assassin's Trophy for KCI at this point. I mean, just beat down with Tarmogoyf. Cast this for 0. He's gonna blow up the Mox and the Karn token. Yep, get rid of that token too. He's gonna beat in here for a good old 6. Just need an actually, I do like him going after the Blood Moon because then it makes the Tarmogoyf maximum power minus if he had a tribal.
Well, the other thing is you can go after the Blood Moon and then you can leave up another Assassin's Trophy, and you can play an EE for 0 and leave that up as well.
He already played the EE for 0.
Well, I'm saying, but if you just go after the Blood Moon, you have all those options.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean, unless Quinn produces a KCI and some other threats. Or not some other threats, but some other artifacts to like kind of keep going.
No, and none of this matters because Mitch is just winning.
Well, yeah, like I said,
this is I'm all pretty just sure
like, the Tarmogoyf is just
how can you possibly
Quinn
play
whole.
With the 0.5 percentage points more? You know what I mean?
He would have won by round 1 if he had ran Demon Lord Bells and Lock. I think that card is a little too expensive and probably uncastable.
The card's very bad, actually.
What, isn't it a sacrifice, pay some life?
No, it is a 6 mana, 6/6.
Oh, no, it reveals
flying
cards.
Trample,
top,
reveals
right?
cards, and it just does some stupid stuff. Who cares?
This is modern, folks.
Yeah, this is modern, folks.
We're playing real
Magic
format.
Cards, yeah.
Real degenerate format.
I mean,
we need Splitter
Standard's
Twin.
the better
Where
format, but like, come on, have some respect. Don't come in here with Demon Lord Bells and Lock.
Have that statement's incorrect, but I'll let Tom figure that out.
Fair enough.
Standard is trash, ladies and gentlemen. That's
He's
why
wrong.
I play it like 4 times a week.
Yeah, exactly. So, Mitch here just pondering his options. He's looking at a Colligan's Command, a Bloodbraid Elf, a 6/7 Tarmogoyf coming in, going to put Quinn to 4. I like just leaving up the all the removal.
Yeah, Mitch literally needs to just turn this Tarmogoyf sideways one more time,
Right.
and Quinn can pick up his cards and shuffle his deck.
Yeah.
Oh, Island. Maybe.
Ooh.
Oh. Hey. Oh.
Ooh. You can see Quinn with the most dramatic of hand waves in there. He's just going to pick it up to the foil. Nice Colligan's Command. Yeah, so like I was saying, Jund, as far as these mid-range decks that KCI is supposed to like kind of prey upon, Jund is the most well set up to beat it. Just how much interaction it has, you know, even game 1 and especially game 2 and 3. I think it's actually favored for him to win.
Yeah, they just have a lot of like natural like artifact interaction.
Right.
With, like you said, the Colligan's Command, the Assassin's Trophy.
Right.
He's playing Abrupt Decay because it's probably unnecessary at this point.
I mean, I know a lot of the lists at least play 1 just because it's like uncounterable. You know what I mean?
Right, but I mean, like the only deck that you're gonna run into counter spells is Just Guy, and they don't have any good like targets besides like Search for Azcanta.
I mean, I'm just saying I've seen a lot of the lists.
Oh, I know. I'm not arguing with you. Yeah. I'm just like,
I mean, I still just like Assassin's Trophy more. The cards.
Oh no, I'm not arguing. I'm just looking for a reason to even kind of play Abrupt Decay in Modern anymore. Like in Legacy, I completely understand because you need that uncounterableness because Force of Will is running rampant. But yeah, in Modern, I don't think it's necessary, to be honest with you.
What do you think, Chad? Is Abrupt Decay just out of the format?
Let's get a vote. Can we do a Twitch
You guys are too quiet for me tonight. I don't like it.
Yeah, this is unnecessary. Not
Come
necessary.
On, talk.
This is not sufficient.
Talk.
A.
A.
Ooh.
Ooh. Hashtag ooh. A.
Ooh. A. Oh. So waiting for players to shuffle up here for game 3. Again, I'm still surprised we're in round 1 here, but I do like this.
We're in for a nice long night of Modern here.
No, like 5 rounds is definitely going to be a good time. I cannot wait.
And it's only going to get more degenerate from here, folks.
And I kind of want tacos afterwards.
Ooh.
How do you feel about tacos?
I'm down for some tacos.
I do like tacos. Let's get a poll on tacos. Tacos or burritos or tortas. Yeah, those are your options.
That's something, Pugface. You're onto something there. I've been thinking about that for a long time.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it with the Bitter Blossom.
I love that card. It's one of my favorite cards in the Modern format. And yeah, Dan, burritos are better. Burritos are life, but I'm down for tacos too.
Yeah, I'm down for whatever, but I do like burritos. Yup.
Y'all know. That's why we have you here. You're intelligent, classy.
This taco
rats.
guys. Can we time him out?
Yeah.
Thanks.
He going hard early.
Ooh.
Oh, fajitas are fire.
No, put the fajitas in your burrito, and then you're doing good.
All right, let's get back to the game here. So we're going to see a turn 1 Inquisition here from Mitch. Going to reveal a relatively powerful hand.
Ooh.
Island, Scrap Trawler, Ichor Wellspring, Blood Moon, Engineered Explosives, and Karn. So if it's me, I'm probably taking this Ichor Wellspring.
That or the Blood Moon, depending on the texture of Mitch's hand. I mean, if you want to make sure that he can cast his stuff.
That's true. Blood Moon is just the I win card. So.
Correct, but it is uncastable at the moment.
Very uncastable.
So, I mean,
that's why I was leaning. Yeah, that's why I was.
Yeah, no, then I was going to come back to you. I mean, unless he has like a bunch of 2-drops in his hands, and I can see maybe taking the explosives. But otherwise, yeah, the Wellspring is just kind of like one of those startup cards, the engine cards.
And it looks like he is going to owe another one.
Ooh, daggers.
Yeah, so now I imagine he's going to take that Blood Moon now.
Yeah, I'd probably just take the Blood Moon there.
You can see Mitch really digging in, ready to grind this game out.
Yeah, I mean, it's either Blood Moon or explosives here, to be honest.
You can fight through in
uncastable.
explosives. I really prefer taking the Blood Moon.
Those are your 2 options, but yeah, I think Blood Moon's at the top of my list. The Strings is uncastable. The Retriever, I'm sure he has a Lightning Bolt or some removal spell generically. And obviously the Karn is untakeable.
And there goes the Blood Moon.
Yep. Again, not surprised to see that there. Again, unless he was just really terrified of having all his 2-drops just kind of get swept away under it. But like you said, I think he's just going to try and power through it.
I was going to say, even if it's a 2-for-1 or a 3-for-1, the Jund deck is set up to fight through that.
No, correct. And I think I see a Maelstrom Pulse in there. So
yeah.
I don't see Mitch having any problems this game.
That Yavimaya Coast actually is pretty big here for Quinn. He was missing a 3rd land drop, and he now unlocks that Ancient Stirrings, which is one of the cards that's going to be able to dig him back into this game.
So I mean, he really is missing like the KCI obviously, and then just kind of like another little enabler to get that.
He's missing the KCI
trawler to get
and
him going.
He has a trawler. He's missing like an Ichor Wellspring.
No, I'm saying he needs an enabler for the trawler to kind of like keep going and
into
go through
Mox
his deck.
Opal. He's pretty far away.
Yeah, he needs
his hand getting picked apart the way it did is really bad for him. The Blood Moon wasn't really his main plan this game. But it is going to be a problem in the sense that Mitch is just going to be able to cast all his spells on time, and when Jund is able to do that against KCI like he has been, he's just going to beat him. There's a Mox Opal, though, so that is step 1.
Yeah, I think Quinn was just trying to hopefully hide behind that Blood Moon for a few turns and just kind of build up his board state, leaving Mitch unable to cast anything. So, unfortunately, it didn't pay off, but again, Quinn is still pretty far away from, trying to get anything going here.
And you can see Mitch is staring at 2 Bloodbraid Elves in hand. I couldn't tell if he has a 4th land, but you can tell he's itching to go back to his turn.
I was going to say, too, the finger waggling definitely shows me how much he's itching to cast.
So he's going to cast EE and then use Metalcraft with this Mox Opal to Lightning Bolt the Dark Confidant so he doesn't get this draw trigger off of it. And it's looking like he doesn't have a 4th land in his hand, which is pretty big here because he doesn't have any 2-drop creatures that I saw. So him not having a clock is going to be a problem. Because if Quinn has time, that's all the KCI deck wants. And you can see Mitch is just going to pass the turn. He does have 2 Lightning Bolts in his hand that's going to be able to remove this Scrap Trawler if he plays it. But Quinn just having all this time at 19 life is going to be a problem for Mitch if he doesn't find his 4th land here soon.
No, because he doesn't have a clock, so I think here he's just going to fire off that lightning bolt either at the scrap trawler. If you didn't play the scrap trawler, just end of turn, just get cards out of his hand because
Right, but even
he's not doing anything.
here's the thing, that trigger on the scrap trawler does get back this Ichor Wellspring, so that's something that, and that fourth land entrance tapped, which is pretty bad. Quinn's gonna start drawing extra cards here, and he's not out of this game yet. If he finds a KCI, he's set up to just go off.
Mm-hmm. No, exactly. But again, still just kind of searching for combo pieces. So he has his enabler. He's got the Mox Opal to make, start kind of like running through and making extra mana. He's really just missing that KCI, but he does have a lot of potential top decks. Like another ancient stirrings here, or even just some of his other like chromatic spheres, just to kind of start cycling through his
that's
deck.
a big one. Karn, it's going to get him some extra cards. Oh, no, it's just going to make him a construct. He's ready to go on the beatdown plan here.
Yeah, I mean, the Karn that he's had since the beginning of the game. Yeah, I mean, Mitch is not presenting a clock, and that lightning bolt in his hand, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's a 5/5.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, you know what, though? Mitch is going to be able to start firing off these Bloodbraid Elves, which he has not shown any of his Assassin's Trophies or Kolaghan's Commands yet. So those are some pretty live hits off of a Bloodbraid Cascade.
The only issue here is that he drew the Raging Ravine, so he can't deploy both a Bloodbraid Elf and the Lightning Bolt here, unfortunately. So I think he's in a tough choice of either trying to kill this Karn and prevent another token from being made or getting some card advantage, or just kind of spinning the wheels and crossing his fingers that he might hit something off the Bloodbraid. I think he just got to go for
the Karn.
Yeah, so just get that Karn off the board here. Just kind of prevent it from accruing more advantage, or just, again, making another...
Oh, and he does have the Maelstrom Pulse. That's right.
6/6. Okay, my bad. I did mention that. So,
yeah.
Again, just kind of doing jump things.
So cleaning up the board a bit, yeah.
But now this sets Mitch up better to, again, deploy the Bloodbraid Elf into an open board, get a guaranteed 3 damage, so he's not losing out on a Lightning Bolt, technically. And, hopefully getting another value. I'd like to see either a Tarmogoyf or a Bob off this, to be honest with you.
Preferably a Tarmogoyf. Just start really putting on the...
Oh,
there it is.
There it is.
Go.
There's the Bob. So get Mitch back in this game, get some card in his hands, because he's kind of a little bit low on resources. And if he can start drawing some cards, he'll definitely. No, I still think he's
favored. I honestly, in this game, at this point, he's definitely favored. His EE is on 0, so it's not doing anything in that regard. Mitch is going to be swinging for 8 next turn, at least.
No.
So that's a 2-turn clock. He's going to be drawing 2 cards a turn. He's been ahead this whole game, but that's an Ancient Stirrings.
Yeah, and that's going to be kind of scary, because if he has a KCI here, I definitely could see Quinn starting to, like,
that's a big one.
That's really scary. Not scary, but that's just another
here's the thing.
Bump in the road.
Mitch is going to be able to play this. Mitch, what is it? The Bloodbraid Elf.
Right?
Couldn't remember the name of it. I've said it like 16 times. Just got to spit it out.
BBE.
Yeah, BBE.
BBE.
Spin the wheel, hopefully find like a Kolaghan's Command or something like that.
We're going to zero off
a third Bloodbraid Elf, so he's going to be able to spin the wheel a few times. Oh, and there's an Ancient Grudge in his hand, I believe.
Yeah, so I think the play is here to spin your wheels first. I do like the fetch, just to get another deck out of your...
Get another land out of your deck.
Which is nice.
Yeah, then you cast the Bloodbraid Elf.
Mm-hmm.
See if you can't remove the EE, what is that thing? The bridge.
The snaring bridge?
Yeah, there's too many of these dirtily artifacts in play.
No, but they're the best. This deck's great.
Oh,
I want to see Lantern on here next. I would love to commentate on Lantern.
Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh. That would be so amazing.
There it is, the Kolaghan's Command. That's big.
So, yeah, that's why you snap that off. So
and then you make him discard a card, too.
Yep. So, I do like that.
That's 100% the play. Yeah, get him out of resources. And like you're junding him out beautifully.
And then here's that 8 damage like we talked about.
Presenting a 1-turn clock now.
So
Quinn's going to need a really big draw.
He literally needs a KCI here.
An Inventor's Fair could do it, because he could sack it and go find another Ensnaring Bridge if he has one. I don't know.
And just put it onto the battlefield.
Okay, he's got a redraw.
Here's a redraw.
And the handshake.
Yep,
there it is.
There it is.